Hi, welcome to Patricia's POV. I'm Patricia Tone, and today I'm going to talk about the 6 elements of filmmaking: mise en scène, performance, script, sound, editing, and cinematography. And today I'm talking about the 2025 release of Safehouse. I was a little skeptical because it's a remake in 2012, because you know Denzel Washington did it in 2012. And it's hard to remake movies. Y'all know that. It's very hard. But I got to give these people a little bit of credit, because the key elements I'm going to talk about right now are cinematography and editing. And I can throw performance in there as well, because baby, they was fighting their ass off in this movie. Okay? Now let me just say, it's a beautiful picture. Beautiful colors and imagery, and just absolutely beautiful to look at. The editing, you know, you have to have a good editor when you're doing action scenes and fighting scenes and shooting scenes and all that stuff, and they did an excellent job in that manner as well. So this safe house is about 6 government agents who get stuck in the safe house, right? A high security safe house is under attack after some terrorist attacks on the street, so that sends some people to the safe house. Now originally the man said it was supposed to be 3, right? And more than 3 show up, okay? Because these people, they have the password, so you got to let them in. So it's a house full of people that's suspicious of everybody, right? Because we don't know who to trust. Now, I had my suspicions. My suspicions were pretty good in the beginning, and then they kind of filtered to the left, and then they came back, and then they kind of took a right. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Y'all got me. You got me. When I'm a little stumped on who the bad guy is, you did a pretty good job with that script, baby. And so you had these excellent actors who are all good with action. They all look good. I like when people look good in a movie. They're camera friendly. You know, not that they have to be beautiful people, but when you got a camera friendly face, no matter what it look like, I like that. And so here we have this up and coming guy who's become a leading man again, Lucien. He was in that movie that's out now called Strong. He was the guy in charge of the safe house. He was the guy in charge of the safe house, and he is a handsome man. And I like when cute guys don't fall into that shell of, oh, I don't want to look unattractive, right? You know, I like when actors act and they let it all out, you know, and he does that for me. Now, the movie opened with them coming down the streets of LA. I like that. I love seeing downtown LA and things like that. But what I didn't like was there weren't enough atmosphere people. And I know that also goes into budgeting and things like that. But then you get with this opening song. Oh, I hated it. I hated that song you had in that opening credit, opening titles. Really? No, immediately no, it didn't work. It didn't work for me. It didn't work. But then we get to the action. We get to the gun scenes and the fights and things like that. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Again, you needed more atmosphere people, especially when the other guy, the guy who had the package, he's running looking for the safe house. And you see some people scurrying by. It wasn't enough traffic, you know, for downtown. You know, I needed to see more homeless people. I needed to see at least some hot dog vendors. I need vendors on the street. I just needed a little bit more of stuff, right? Even if you would have reused the same people you had for budget, but put them in a different outfit every time you move that camera, I needed to see some atmosphere people, right? Even though I know it was a bomb or whatever, it wasn't enough people hiding from me. I don't know. It just looked empty. With you putting all those people in the safe house, I like how that lifted the elevation of the suspense. It really made you wonder who is the bad guy out of this group, right? And like I said, you had me stumped, right? I was going back and forth, tit for tat, and in the end, I was right. I knew that boy was part of the team. Now, what I didn't know is that the initial guy who had the football, the Asian guy, I thought he was going to be on the bad side of the team. And I thought that girl was going to be on the bad team. But I was wrong with both of them. But let me just tell you, I loved how you had all these action scenes in it. I love how the people kept trying to get in the safe house. I love how they cracked down as to how people are getting in the safe house that's supposed to be the most secure building on the planet, right? So all of that was good for me. And like I said, the color, the cinematography, everything, the action, the edit, you did a good job for this film for me. You did a good job. I was not unhappy with it. I was not unhappy. Y'all check out Safe House. It's streaming now on Hulu. Remember to subscribe, follow, like, comment, and share. Thank you for watching Patricia's POV. I'll see you next time.